All right, go.
Oh, we're good. We're live.
Good. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Mentality Show. Today is August the 19th, Wednesday. We are live. It is 6 p.m. We did our show last Tuesday. It was a special show, but we are back on schedule with our Wednesday show, and we are happy to be here with you folks. As promised, we going to talk about too much about politics and what's going on in the world with coronavirus and all that. By the way, I'm your host, Delano. So good to be here with you today. And I got my man, Vato V. We got KC, Scully, Tech C, and, of course, your boy, D. Delano, I'm with you. And we actually have a special guest today here with us, excuse me, who's going to be joining us. Actually, he's on now. Like I said, we said we weren't going to talk about what's going on in the world as far as this coronavirus thing, but it's very important that we talk about it today because our very, very special guest, and I mean special, is a young man who lives in California. He's actually a good friend of Vato V's. He's here to talk about his experience today with COVID-19, what he's experienced, what he's gone through. He was actually supposed to be on the show last week, but he had a temperature of 103 degrees.
100, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 103 degrees. So first of all, we want to say it's a blessing to have you here today. We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
His name is Herman Ayala. He's a married father of 6 beautiful children. He's a system engineer. He's a working man who's you can say an essential worker who's done everything he can. He can for the community, and he's joining us today to talk about his experience. So we have a lot of questions for you today, Mr. Ayala, but my first question to you is, can you elaborate to our public here, our fans, our Mentalians out there, what you've had to go through the past couple of weeks since you've gotten COVID-19 and maybe how you got it and those type of things? We're going to be firing questions at you. So,
well, it's, my wife and I, we didn't believe in COVID in the beginning. We thought it was a political sham. Some people think that way. I was one of them. And I'm like, yeah, okay, be careful still, whatnot. But one day this was like 3 weeks ago, I went to my father-in-law's house.
Yeah.
And there he didn't know that somebody from his job had COVID. So he got us sick. My wife was sick for the first couple of days and she has asthma. Oh. And we thought, it was the cat they had, so whatnot. But then I got sick, and I hardly get sick.
Yeah.
Then her sister that went that day with us got sick. Oh. She infected her husband. Then she infected her mother-in-law, her father-in-law, and her sister-in-law.
Oh.
And just like that. And I was sick as a dog for 2 weeks. It's worse than the flu. It's just you're just weak. You're just very weak. Yeah, I wasn't eating properly. I was probably eating once a day. The fevers were up and down. 1 minute I thought I was fine. And then 3 hours later, it hits you like a ton of bricks with the fever, the chills, the weakness. Yeah, so now, now I want to, preach, this is real. This is serious. Even if you've had COVID before, don't shake people's hands, always wear a mask, careful what you touch, wear hand sanitizer. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. It's serious. Yeah. And now, yesterday, sad to say, my sister's father-in-law had to go to the hospital because he was having chest pain. So now he's in an intubator, in an air ventilator.
Yeah.
So he's in the hospital. He stayed overnight. So they have him, they're watching him. Wow. So we hope, pray to God nothing happens to him. And yeah, it's serious.
That is, wow. Herman, you're the first person I've spoken to. I mean, I watch the news and you hear people talk about this thing. You're actually the first person I've talked to that I somewhat know, I guess you can say personally, and, being on this show that's experienced this. So, I just want to say again, man, I'm so sorry for what you've experienced. And you mentioned a lot of interesting things there. You said you didn't believe in this. You thought it was a hoax or something made up or whatnot. Why do you think people think that way regarding this whole thing?
Well, because of the whole presidential race that's going on right now, our country's not in a good place right now. It's not all Donald Trump's fault, but at the end of the day, it falls on the head, which is Donald Trump, and it, it's taking out mailboxes or whatnot, and that's why people think it's political. Because out of the blue, it came out. COVID was in existence before, but now it's a different strain. It sounds like it's man-made. So
Right.
Do you think Donald Trump is not doing a service by not giving it its due? Do you think he's not paying enough attention to it? Because he's all focused on his campaign now. He's basically put this on the back burner.
I think Donald Trump, he's a good man, but I think he's fixed on his bottom line. So whatever helps him.
Has this affect? Sounds like you support Donald. I'm not political, but has this affected how you feel towards him?
No, because I don't think he's the right man in office. I don't think he's knowledgeable in what's going on. I don't think he's a good leader for the presidency. I think he's a good businessman, and that's how he's treating the country as a business. And I don't think that's the right way to run the country.
And he's a horrible businessman. So there you go.
Yeah.
So you are, we're not going to get into the whole politics. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit later as far as, how you feel about Trump or whatnot. That's a whole nother show. So you mentioned something else there. You said you think this whole thing could be man-made?
Initially, I thought I'm a conspiracy theory buff. So when I first heard of COVID and it's killing people, I'm like, well, we are overpopulated. So, somebody's trying, one day we're going to run out of food. We're overpopulated, and someone's definitely working on cutting the population down. And, here comes COVID. So that's my theory.
And it started in the most populated area in the world, which is China.
Yeah.
So there you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're doing okay now, though. They're
they're partying now,
partying it up and stuff. Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to say that I didn't mention earlier, my father-in-law, when he got tested with COVID, he shows no symptoms. So the ones that are like you or me right now, I'm still positive. I tested last week. I'm still positive. I got to wait another week to test, but he shows no symptoms. Nothing. My daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, she's positive with COVID, but she has no symptoms. And they are the ones that are spreading the disease. So
The youngsters.
you don't know unless you have a paper, hey, I tested, then you're safe. Yeah. But you don't know who you're coming in contact with because you feel normal, but you're spreading it to everybody.
You know what, Herman? You could test negative for this thing, and then as soon as you walk out the door, you can end up being positive like that. That's the thing.
Right.
These tests, and then it takes 3 or 4 days for the test results to come in.
Uh-huh. Correct.
So, yeah.
How long were you sick? How long were you sick for, Germs? How long were you sick? And I call them germs because look, it's just a coincidence thing, man. Because we grew up together, so we know each other since we were like 10 years old, man. So it's been a good while. So you know what I mean? So germs is just a nickname.
It's a good thing. Good thing his nickname is not HIV or something.
Right?
Germs.
No.
Hey, but the question is, how long were you like sick, like really sick for? Like
exactly 14 days.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife was cutting and marking it down on the calendar. She was sick 17 days.
Wow.
I was sick 14, and my wife has an asthma issue, so I was scared about that. But thank God nothing happened. She was just wheezing. I was having shortness of breath, but it happened only at night. So you feel like there's a pressure on your chest. And I'm not a sick person, so for me to feel those things is like, wow, this is serious.
Yeah, this guy right here, man. Believe it or not, fucking germs. We like I said, we've gone together. We've known each other for a long time. This guy's an active cat, man. Like we work together. We grew up together. Like it's just like you know, to hear that we're very good. It's like a brother to me, man. I love this guy. Like our families know each other. So for me to hear that he was sick, I was like, shit. One of our buddies actually hit me up and told me, hey, Germs is sick, man. So, and that's when I hit him up real quick, and I just wanted to see how he was doing, man. But
Yeah.
to hear somebody like that, that's really close to you, because we've talked about it. It hits close to home. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was like, shit, dude. But I'm very, very glad you're doing much better. Because it's crazy, man. I can't even imagine, dude.
It's scary. It's very scary because the first week you're like, okay, it's the flu. Then your chest starts hurting. Then your mind starts playing tricks on you. You're like, wow, am I gonna end up going to the hospital?
Wow.
You start thinking about your kids. It's you start thinking the worst.
Herman, go ahead.
No, here's a question, Jerry. Like, I know it's scary, but at any point did you think, shit, I'm gonna die? Did that come into play?
In the nights that I couldn't breathe, because breathing comes, it's like second nature to you, right? Like you're moving your hands, you don't think about it. But when you can't breathe, you start thinking, damn, I have to take an extra breath. You have to actually think about it. That's what's scary at night, because I woke up a couple of times not being able to breathe. I had to really do it like that for about half hour. And my wife, we were close to calling the ambulance, but thankfully it subsided. I took an albuterol. My wife has albuterol.
Okay, so they give you that for
and that helped. They didn't give it to me, but my wife had it, so I just took it, like 4 puffs, and it helped.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey,
Herman, what would you
did
say?
they give that to you, or does your wife just have it for the asthma?
My wife just has it for the asthma.
And it
so
actually
they
helped.
didn't give it to you.
No, they didn't give it to me. That's my wife's albuterol. So I just said, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. Excuse my language, but
Did it help?
Go fuck. We can cuss right here. Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay, yeah. Herman, watch your language, please. Please watch your language. No.
What the fuck did he say? What the fuck did he say?
Watch your language.
No, that albuterol helped a lot. I did it for a whole week at night, especially when I had it, and that helped.
That's interesting. I never heard anybody say that. That's using some type of asthma inhibitor or spray or whatnot can help with that. That's the first time I've heard that. So, you learn things. We're an educational show. We teach our audience things that, the news doesn't teach you. So let me ask you this, Herman. When you first, I'm sorry, Scully, when you first felt like you had this, what was the first ailment you experienced? Was it loss of breath? I heard that you lose your sense of smell. That's the first thing.
I lost my taste.
Taste, okay.
And 3 weeks later, I still can't taste food.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I can't taste it. My wife can't really smell. She could taste food, but she can't smell it. I can smell, but I can't taste. Everything's very bland, very, very bland. So I'm a big dude. I love to eat, so that's like really messing with me.
Yeah.
Hey Herman, you and Delano have a lot in common because he has no taste either.
That was good, KC. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
I'm funnier than you, dog.
You see, if you had to put a face on coronavirus, would he look something like KC? Would he look something like this guy? That guy looks like coronavirus to me, man.
Hey, I heard a lady tell a man that at the liquor store. She said, she didn't say you look like. She said, you look like you got coronavirus. I said, damn, that's rude.
That is rude. That is rude. Yeah. So, sorry to make fun of this horrible ailment.
Yeah, but we're not making fun. We're not making fun.
Yeah.
I am. I'm just kidding.
So does it affect you? We talk about everything on this show, Herman. We talk about love, marriage, sex. Does this thing affect you sexually? Does coronavirus affect you sexually? Nobody's talked about that.
Ooh,
yeah, it does, because you're weak. Sex was the last thing on my mind.
Damn,
You're not get Corona, Delano.
I was weak. I just wanted to be in the coverage. Even getting up to go use the restroom was a chore. Like it's no fun.
I heard that.
Anybody?
Have you ever had the flu before?
Yeah,
the flu? Yeah.
Yeah. I get the flu. Yeah. I even take the flu shot. I get sick 2-3 days the most. That's it. I'm good. But
what do you feel about this vaccine? They're talking about?
Good question.
Something you think you'll try?
Well,
How's the vaccine work? Do you take it before or after? I don't know.
Right? But see, the thing is with vaccines, you don't know what the repercussions are to your body like until 10, 20 years down the line. So
like a flu shot.
Yeah, exactly. you don't know what's in that vaccine, and then the government officials, your work is actually going to require it for you to go back to work. Like if I work in the medical field or a city, wherever you're at, your employer can require you to go take that shot. But yet you don't know what it's going to do to your body. Exactly.
Nah,
Mark of the beast, baby. Mark of the beast.
nah, this is America. No.
Uh-oh, there he is. You woke up. Speaking of the beast, you just woke him up there.
Yeah,
Just woke him
no.
up there,
Yeah,
Herman.
no, they can't force anything like that on you. It's totally against the Constitution and the people's rights.
We'll see about that. They can't force masks either, but they're still enforcing it.
They are.
You know?
All right, it's because people are allowing it.
It's like they're not forcing you, but if you want to work and live and survive, you got to
Right.
do it. You know. So
You gotta do it.
If you want this job, like, okay, the government, you can follow your constitutional rights, but we have policies and procedures here, so you got to take the shot if you want to.
right.
It's like if me going to Costco, I have a right not to wear my mask, but man, are they gonna let me in? No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
So it's.
You're a married man, Herman. Is like if you don't take the trash out, he's not forcing you to. But are you going to get that pussy? No.
Exactly. Right. 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 Exactly.
It should be on the side. No shirt, no socks, no shoes, no service, no mask, no service.
That's right. That's right.
No blacks. No blacks. So no.
No white.
No, why?
No whites. No blacks. That's an inside joke. You have to watch our
All right.
skits and things.
Skit we
Sorry,
did.
Herman, but so what about your kids? What are their age ranges, if we can get personal there, and how has this whole thing affected your kids? Because we understand that kids don't really.
I have the 6 kids. I have 6 kids. I have 3 that they live with their mom. So my son, they're twins. They're 22 now. He had COVID.
Really?
You know, his system. Yeah, Andrew had COVID.
Oh wow.
So he went through the 2 weeks. He was fine. My other 2 daughters, they visit me on a regular basis. But the ones that live here with me, she's 16, and I have a little 6-year-old.
Yeah.
So the 16-year-old has COVID, and my little one, she came out negative.
Yeah,
you got a lot of kids, and you got to really think about how old is this motherfucker.
Yeah, I got the exactly. Exactly.
I'm just playing.
No, it's true. Every time they ask me, I'm like, how many kids I have? Well, you know, yeah.
Or if you got to start naming them like, I got a COVID-19, a COVID-22,
Yeah.
I got a COVID-10. That's when you know COVID is bad. I'm funny too, KC. I'm funny too, damn it. See, I hate to wish this up on my man Tech C, but you said that you lost 20 pounds, right? When you got this, Herman?
I don't know how much weight I lost, but yeah, I lost some weight. At least, about 15, 20 pounds.
COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19.
Tech C could use the.
Yeah. He's in the corner for the rest of the show.
I learned how to unmute myself.
Herman, how's the follow up in the medical? How's it go now? Do they call you once a week? Do you have to check in?
No,
what's the rules now for you?
Once you take a test, you're in a database. So that's one of the reasons why they want to take a test. Because now, you're in a database. So if anything happens, whatever, they can just scoop you up. Yeah. But they call you, they send you an email, they call you, they give you the phone numbers you can reach so they can deliver food for you because you have to quarantine yourself for 14 days. So they give you a helpline, if you can't work, they give you access to apply for a loan, for grants to pay your rent.
Easy process, is it like everything else, a pain in the ass?
It's a pain in the ass. I didn't do it. It was just more expensive because I had to do everything with DoorDash or Uber Eats. So I could bring my groceries, and that's one thing I didn't like. But
I can't believe they make you do that when you're sick. You're at home sick.
Yeah,
dying,
it's
and they got you going through that process. They should at least maybe pay you back after you start getting healthy. Some type of payback program.
And I got an order in the mail saying that I cannot leave my house. It was like an official order from the city.
Like 3 days later.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is deep.
Yeah, that is
Balls
that
deep.
is
Balls deep.
balls deep. That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Every time we say deep on the show, Germs, we always say balls deep.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So if you want to join us in getting balls deep there, Herm, just let us know.
Now-
Yeah, go ahead, Casey. I'm sorry.
I was just saying how the numbers, how they're big numbers, and I know I have a lot of friends who I don't want to say don't believe in numbers, but they maybe use a scare tactic and use a person who contracted it and see how easily was able to give to somebody or get it from somebody. Do you believe these numbers could be kind of accurate, or because you did spend an hour or so with somebody and bam, it was like that?
Yeah, and again, I mean, yeah, exactly like you said. Couple of hours here, it could have been a minute. I was hugging my father-in-law. I have a great relationship with him, and we got sick right away. So I believe these numbers. Again, it's like the flu. You know, I think the flu kills more people, but it's the fear of the unknown. How you're handling it. You know, how people are dying. That's scary for the people.
Yeah, they're still learning so much about this thing. You never know how it affects, each individual. They say, of course, underlying issues and obesity and all that stuff is the main cause. But this thing is killing healthy people, perfectly healthy, young people. So it's almost kind of like Darwin's
Russian roulette.
Yeah,
Before, I said again, you don't know if your body can take it or not.
Right.
It's almost like it's almost like survival of the fittest, if you will. I hate to say that.
So, Germs, here's a question for you. Since all these people were buying toilet paper and fucking all this other bullshit, is that a myth? No,
that's a myth.
Do you have the shits?
Nah. Yeah, nah. I had it for a couple of days, but nah.
Wow. Well, we always buy tissue for Tech C because he always needs that shit. So he always stays fully supplied with that, man.
Uses baby wipes and Depends.
You gotta wipe effectively.
I found it interesting that he said that the flu kills more people, and that's true too. Because I've been doing my homework on that also. And one thing that crossed my mind is
in the time frame, the flu kills more people.
No.
If we follow the flu like we do COVID, people would lose their minds.
In the same time frame, though.
Yeah, that's the difference. The time frame. That's what's alarming.
Yeah.
That's what's alarming.
Yeah, people lose their lives in 3 days to 5 days.
Of course, the flu kills more people. Of course it has. It's been around the longest. But I'm saying since COVID started, how has the flu and the COVID been doing? I bet COVID's been kicking its ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
killing people.
Times 10.
It's killing people. I'm just saying killing people.
Yeah. It's
because I don't like that flu. I don't like that flu argument because flu's been around for hundreds of years. This COVID shit's been here for what, 6-7 months? Look at the numbers compared to flu deaths. That's startling to me.
If you compare with that time frame, it's alarming. It's scary.
Yeah, it's
very scary.
Alarming. Because the first person that died from COVID in LA County was at my mother's hospital in Pomona Valley. And she said it spread to that fucking hospital so fast, it was crazy.
Yeah, KC,
people were just getting sick.
KC, you had a couple of buddies that caught it from going out to a club,
the first
bar, right?
weekend the bars opened, Germs. I'm a heavy Manchester United fan, the greatest football club.
Right.
You know that if you support a club, we could holler at later. But anyway, first weekend the bars opened, 12 of my friends went out. The first Friday. I was working, I couldn't go. Out of the 12, 5 of them got it.
Wow.
That day. One of them got really sick, and they're all good now, but it was crazy how those friends got it. It was weird. Somehow none of the women got it.
And then those 5 probably spread it to other people.
Yeah, they spread it to other people.
And so we found out there was an outbreak at the bar. A bunch of people got it at the bar that day, and because the bars weren't prepared. And I just missed from going. I was up. That's for an hour. I was like, damn, I should go, but I didn't go. My roommate's sister died from it.
Wow.
In New York.
Wow. How old was she, Casey?
Oh, she's early 60s, but she had prior conditions.
Yeah.
And, It happened quick.
I was talking to a nurse the other day, and she said that they're not putting this in the news because of just HIPAA law or just the rudeness of it. But she said she works in the hospital. She's seen people die of coronavirus, and she said most of these people were obese or overweight. But they can't put that in the news that 16 fat people died today and only one person in shape lived.
Right.
So my advice to anyone watching is that just take care of yourself. Of course, wear your mask and your gloves, but eat right, and do some type of exercise. Get your cardio up, and just work on yourself internally. You're doing the external things with the gloves and the mask and all that, but work internally and then mentally as well. That makes a huge difference. The mind, how strong you keep that. So
the mind is strong. The mind plays tricks on you. Like my wife today, she was tired. And all of a sudden she thinks, "Oh man, am I gonna get sick again because I'm still positive?"
Yeah.
And she started. Yeah, the mind is a powerful tool.
So you said you're still sick, right? You said that you still positive. Right?
I'm still positive. I got my results on Saturday.
So every
came out positive.
how often do you have to go get tested? Every week or?
The doctor said I have to wait 2 more weeks until I'm symptom free, because right now I still have mucus. Right. And I guess that's why I'm still positive. So he says if I go out, I'll infect people. So I have to be at home again 2 more weeks.
So what were your symptoms? Obviously, you said that there's no taste, no smell, and obviously you have fever and stuff like that. How high was your fever?
And the highest I had was 103.
Wow.
Oof.
So it will go always 103, 101, 102. It will last for like 2-3 hours. And then I'll be fine. And the thing is, it's tricky. Like I said, you feel good. You're like, oh man, I defeated this. All of a sudden, 6 o'clock comes, bam, you get sick again.
I heard that Chris Cuomo of CNN, he had it, and everything you're describing there, Herman, he described as well. He said he couldn't even walk up the stairs. It was like walking 5 miles.
I think that's the first part. The sickness, the heaviness you feel. You feel very lethargic and
I woke up the other day and felt like that and wondered if I had corona, but I was just tired, man. I just didn't get enough sleep.
He's old.
Yeah, I was smoking the other day and I thought I had it.
That's the thing with this corona, man. It makes the hypochondriac come out of you. Every little thing you're like, damn, do I have corona? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was with my girl the other day, and I had a hard time getting it up, and I was like,
"Whoa!
Or do I have corona?"
What did I just hear?
That was a joke. KC. It was a joke. I'll sacrifice my dignity to get a laugh. Okay, so that's not true. I ain't got no problem with that. If it gets dark in here,
germs.
You need Nugenics. Nugenics.
You know what just happened? I pulled my dick out right now, Herman. That's why the room is dark, baby. So anyway.
Oh God.
But Herman, man, dude, this is the fact that you have. I live alone. I'm a single guy. So, and I always felt like, damn, it kind of sucks being single with this whole thing out there. And then I realized that people who live in huge households with families and kids, and they're actually most at risk because, you may be looking out for yourself, but you don't know what members of your family who live in the same household as you, you don't know what they're doing and what they can bring home and that type of thing. So that's an extra stress. And you got 6 kids and a wife. So that's 7 times the stress you have to worry about as far as getting them sick or them getting you sick again.
And my daughter, my 6-year-old, she started coughing and having red eyes. So I was scared. I was like, man, what happened? It's scary, man. But thankfully, thank God nothing happened. And
it's the kids is another issue because we're about to open schools. Now, there's been 3 universities that brought students back, and all 3, North Carolina, I can't remember the other ones, but they all had to shut down because in the first week, over 150 kids started already.
College,
And then the problem is we still don't know enough about this motherfucking disease. It's like, are we gonna do it right? England, Europe is way ahead of us. way ahead of us. They're at the point now, if you get it, they can trace it to know where you got it
Yeah.
from. Now they're telling their citizens in Europe, oh, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. You know, if you want to, we recommend it, but we feel like you can go carry on life. They're going to bring people back into the sporting arenas. They're trying to do it in 3 months. We're not even close to that.
It's going to grow again. If that's how they're doing it, it's going to grow
I
again.
think
No,
the kids, though, we have to be careful about sending these kids back to school. We have to
and
be
the thing
careful.
is, the masks, yeah, they protect you to a certain extent.
Yeah, but
They're not foolproof. But again, the mask is to, like, for me, if I have COVID, I'm less like, not that I'm less likely, but there's a slimmer chance of me spreading it if I wear a mask to
Right.
you, you know? So, and then this is going to change our whole infrastructure because the jobs, everything's going to be remote from now on. This could be the new normal.
Yeah.
This definitely, I believe it's going to be the new normal.
Scully hates that word. Scully hates that word, that term, the new normal. He hates it. You know, I'm looking at you, Germ.
You look great, though, Herm. You look great.
Thanks. I feel great now. I feel amazing. I feel like my old self. I'm eating 3-4 times a day now. So that's
There you go. You just
Whoa,
can't taste it.
whoa.
Can't tell you tasted it.
He doesn't
Hey,
know
are-
what the fuck. He's eating, but he don't know what he's eating.
I know what I mean.
Hey, Herm, are you getting laid? Are you having sex? Healthy
Back
sex?
to normal now.
I love
Back
it.
to normal.
Here's
There you
Wuhan.
go. Yeah, I saw that. They're just like partying it up. Like, fuck you, America. We gave you that shit, and now we're gonna celebrate what we did to you guys. You know, the China virus. The China virus. That's what Trump calls it.
I just hope it's contained over there.
I know. That's what I was. What as far as what KC was saying, there, you know, these other countries are feeling pretty confident about themselves. They want to throw it in America's face that we, you know, we've gotten over this thing and we're not going to wear a mask. And look, look what's going on over there. That shit can come back in like a month. They'll be back to the same numbers in a month. So,
And especially with the flu season coming on, it
flu
could be
season's coming on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People
Now
are
they-
going to lose their minds.
Right.
Mhm.
Now they say that it was said when this thing first came out that the hot weather, the summer is going to go away in the summer. The summer heat is going to kill it away. That's what Trump was saying. It's going to kill it off.
Trump
And-
also said to put Lysol in your veins.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly.
Hey, that's population control.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Did you think about that one time, Herm, putting bleach in your body? Swallowing
Nah. Didn't even cross my mind. I was like, when I heard that, I'm like, what? Where are you getting your facts from? Like, what's your problem? Like,
He
thought
didn't
you-
want
thought you
to inject bleach in his body, but he was gonna bleach his balls.
You said Corona had your mind playing tricks on you. I bet when you saw Trump say that shit, you were like,
yeah, I was like,
"Oh,
what?
this Corona's kicking my ass, man." Did I just hear the president of the United States say that, man? But it's true. He did say it. But man, like I said, you look good, man. And when I look at you, this goes to show proof to our viewers out there. You can't just look at somebody and think, "Oh, they don't look like they have Corona," because look at Herm here. He looks great. He looks healthy.
You come close to me, I can infect you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Within a certain 6 feet or whatnot. So
Yeah, so we have to be responsible because I don't know if I infect you, you could probably die. And that lands on me for not being responsible.
exactly.
So here's the question, Germs. Like, obviously, since you have the virus, are you like, you know, are you cleaning, you're sanitizing your house or anything like that, or what are you doing? Are you just leaving it at that, or what are you doing to?
Well, my wife is a clean freak anyway, so. But I mean, if it's in your household, we all have it, so.
Right.
You know, but she still sanitizes with Clorox, alcohol, you know, for the safety of our girls.
Okay, good.
As long as she doesn't inject it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so once you test negative, do you plan on getting tested for the antibodies?
I don't know. I don't want to get tested. I'm very skeptical about all that. I don't think they're gonna know about the cure or how this works until a few years down the line. It's gonna take some time.
You know, Herman, you just said something very important there. And they're saying this about coronavirus as well. They don't know how, like right now you're dealing with an immediate sickness, but they don't know how this is going to affect your body and your health down the line. They don't know if this is going to cause heart issues, liver issues, kidney issues. You know, if you'll ever get your full sense of taste back and all that, you know, that's still being discovered. And that's the scary. We know nothing about this. It's like going into the ring and fighting Mike Tyson with,
right.
you know, with a blindfold on. It's crazy. Yeah. I blame all this on 2020. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up to you with this antibody or this vaccine, my fear is that, let's say people flock and take this vaccine, they're calling it Operation Rapid Pace or something like that, and they take this vaccine and everything's fine for about a year, and then all of a sudden a year later, everybody's turned into zombies, and the people that decided not to take it are the ones fighting the zombies. You know, that's, I don't know. Maybe I watch too many scary movies, but
hey,
that's kind of how I see this thing, you know?
I'm in line with you too. I'm in line with you, man. If you take that vaccine, you turn into a zombie, they can locate you, scoop you up.
Yeah. And then just blow your heads off, you know.
Right.
Okay. And it's okay because he's a zombie, you know, it's okay.
It's all right.
And I don't even believe in guns, so I'm dead, man. I'm dead.
Hey, Germs, if you turn into a zombie, you know we're gonna kill you, right?
No, that's right. Shot right here.
It's like, dang, he was such a nice zombie.
Blow his head off. Be a tar, be like, blow his fucking head off. That's terrible. That's
you know, your boy George will be the first. Your boy Vato V will be the first one to do it, man. He'll be the first one to do it, man.
Yeah. He'll be the first one. I know.
Yeah, but man, that is. We really appreciate you sharing everything. And do you have any advice for anyone out there, all the young people who are putting themselves in jeopardy and family people, husbands like yourself, you know, what advice do you have for these people?
Obey the laws, what your governors are telling you, you know, be mindful of people because you don't know if you're infected and you could be killing people. You're a weapon. You have to be careful. So sanitize, you know, wash your hands properly. And if you go to the store, grocery stores, don't touch anything unless you're going to take, and then clean that before you go inside the house. Because you never know.
No. You say take it, steal it? You steal it?
Hey, if you do steal it, you don't have to worry about going to jail, man, because you got corona. They're not going to put you
in jail. They're not going to put me in jail.
Put you on watch, man. You might be honest. If I knew I did some shit, maybe I'll go do something I always wanted to do, some illegal shit, and then come give you a visit, Herman, and catch corona.
Right, you'll catch it fast. We got 3 people infected in my household.
Wow, man.
I don't know what to catch you with a kiss, though.
Whole nother show, man. Whole nother show.
Yeah. You'll be like, I just stole the car. Cough on me. Cough on me.
Do it quick. Hurry, quick. Man, that's crazy, man. But you know, I like I said, you look great. You sound good right now because you said when 8 o'clock hits, it could be a completely different thing. And are you starting to have episodes, those up and down episodes?
No, I've been free of all that for about 5 days already. I just can't taste, but I know that's behind me. So, yeah.
Man, I can imagine no taste when I'm going down on my woman, man, and it tastes like paper. I'm like, man.
Hey, sucks, man. You don't have to take a shower.
You're what?
You don't have to take a shower.
You're what? What you say?
What about what? So Delano can eat a dirty ass and be all right?
I'll be all right. That's true, man. See, we're starting. Sorry, Herman, we forgot to warn you, man. We're the mentality show, man. We talk.
Yeah.
This is where we're at, Jerz. This is what we do, Jerz. We fuck around all the time. We just act stupid. Like, remember how we used to fuck around and work all the time? That's us right here, bro.
I like it.
Same fucking group.
I like you guys discuss all kinds of topics, politics, religion. I like that. I like getting into all that stuff. So that's good. That's a good.
Germs, who's the funniest black guy on the show?
Man, you definitely take the cake, bro.
Yeah, blood clot. I'm joking. Oh shit! I spilled my beer.
Hey, Herman, I'm hurt, man. I'm busy being the host, so sometimes it's not. You have
busy. He's just busy
all
being the
Casey
host,
has to do is focus on being funny. If I only had to focus on being funny, I'd be funnier too. So.
Hey, I just found a good question on one of the viewers posted here.
Yes, please read.
It says from Vanessa Jones. It says, "How's your daughter feeling about school, and what's the plan?"
Good question.
My daughters are homeschooled. So my 6-year-old goes to it's a homeschooling academy. It's our first year there, so it was unplanned. So we got accepted to it. So it's homeschool. My daughter goes to a Christian school, so they're gonna start homeschooling as well. So we got the equipment, and so this is over. So we're covered in that aspect.
That's a great question that our viewer just asked, and I was actually going to get into that. Let's say they open the schools back up. Do you feel comfortable sending your children back to school right now, Herman?
Nope, definitely not. I will not send my kids right now because I know once they open it, they will close it down shortly.
Yeah.
And I'm not. And I heard who was it? I think it was Donald Trump that said no. I don't know. I don't know who it was. He goes, "I will send my kids. I'll definitely send my kids. It's not a lot of them that are gonna die anyways. It's only a few." And I was floored by that comment. I was like, "You must not have any kids that you would send your kids to school."
Yeah, that sounds like something Trump would say. Remember, this is the same president that said when they talked about how many people are dying of coronavirus, "It is what it is."
Yeah,
it is what it is. That was his response.
Wow.
So I've been watching the Democratic convention like crazy here. So we do this. Speaking of, since we kind of brought up politics, we do this thing on the show every week. He's been great. It's where one of us speaks his mind, says what's on his chest. He says it with his chest, and he just says it how it is. Some of his comments are controversial. Some a lot of people agree with, and some nobody agrees with. But hey, the point is he's saying what he feels, and he doesn't give a F. So without any further ado, and I must say this, the views and opinions expressed by this man does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions expressed by everyone on this show. So without further ado, here is his moment. This is the Scully Red Rant.
All right. So get this shit, dude. Of all things that fucking pissed me off today is the realization that I might have fucking been wrong once in my life. Okay? Because I thought, what the fuck is wrong with the world? I tell you what's wrong with it. We get stupid people on smartphones and we give them a goddamn computer and a public platform. It's stupid. But today I thought, fuck Scully, you're wrong. You need to pay attention to what those stupid people are doing, and you want to know what their fucking next move is. You've been wrong for a long fucking time, and that fucking put me in my place. And that's what it takes. The biggest critic should be you. Fuck yourself up, people.
All right, Scully Red Rants. Scully Red Rants.
Well, we all say it. Hey, who the fuck let that guy in here? Well,
I like the line "stupid people on smartphones."
I like that line too. That was great. Yeah, because
we all talk about it, but we want to know what they're doing. We need to know.
We need to know what stupid people are doing.
Yeah. Are smartphones making us dumber?
Yes.
You know what? They kind of are. We don't have to remember shit. We just ask our phones, right? No brain.
I went to a fast drive-through one day, and I gave the change, a $20 bill and some change. They're supposed to give me back like a full amount, a full $1. And the girl pulls out her iPhone and she goes,
"Wow,
wait, I don't believe my phone. You don't believe your phone." Come on, man.
Smarter than you, bitch.
So kids don't even do simple math no more.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That was a great Scully Red Rant, Scully. Our cell phones are making us dumber.
And let's keep it real, all right? Because people are taking orders from these things. Everything we hear, say, do, and listen to, and say that somebody actually told us this comes off a screen that
Yeah.
can be manipulated by a child.
Very true. You know, they have
everybody's ideas and opinions are formulated from Google or IG or Facebook when it comes up on their feed, and then
Right.
that's how they form their opinions. And so they're out there preaching what they think is a certain way, and it's like they learned it off Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they have contact tracers out there for coronavirus. They should have dumbass tracers, you know, people who just follow dumbass people and like, where did you get those thoughts? Where did you get those theories? We need to know. And then they trace that person, and then they find out who the original dumbass was. That's what they need to do.
Original is probably some smart guy who fucking manipulated people.
Yeah. I bet you it all comes back to Trump. That's what I believe it comes back to.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it does.
When in doubt, when in doubt.
Yeah. When in doubt, blame Trump, right? That's what they did with Obama, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag truth bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Herm, hey man, you know, again, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. Is there any last thing you want to say? We always leave our guests with the last word on the show. Is there anything else? Anything you kind of gave your advice, but is there anything else heartfelt you want to say? If not, that's okay. But if it is, this is the time to talk to the 10 million viewers out there and let them know.
It's my pleasure. You know, I was worried about the show. You know, I was nervous to come out on the show, but you guys made everybody feel comfortable. You made me feel like I've been part of the team, and
Brother, baby.
I love that, man. You guys are awesome, and just want to say out there, man, take coronavirus serious. It's no joke. Stay safe. Take care of your family, and most importantly, take care of each other.
We're all in this together, right?
Exactly.
Hey, well, any friend of any brother of Vato V's is a brother of ours, because Vato V is a cool MFer, man. That's our boy.
Sure is. He
Our
sure
brother.
is.
And we can tell you guys are buddies, man, because you're actually pretty cool too, Herman. And a lot of people, when they get on the show, they say that, well, you know, I didn't know what to expect. I was a little nervous because you guys can be intimidating and all that. But hey, man, we're just we're all grown men. We all think alike. We're all human. And that's the essence we try to give on our show, that we're just like everybody else. And we are, you know, I put my pants on one leg at a time, except my pants cost, you know, $1,000, man. So that's it. That's the only difference. That's the
He takes them off. He takes them off faster than he puts them on.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
I thought you were gonna say something that it's harder for you to put your pants on because your dick's so big or something.
I like that. I'm gonna have to use that one, Jack.
That's why he wears
3 legs in the pants, you know.
That's why he wears these skinny jeans so he can look bigger.
Anybody that wears skinny jeans has a small dick.
I wear skinny.
Trying to compensate for something.
Whoa! I wear skinny
Exactly.
jeans.
Tell
my
him, Casey.
nigga.
Tell
What are
him.
you
Tell
talking
him.
about?
Tell him.
Oh, I forgot Casey wears skinny jeans too.
He wears skinny jeans all the time, man. Because we got style. Because we got style, man. That's why we wear skinny jeans. And if you notice our skinny jeans, KC, if you notice, they got a lot of room in the groin area, right? Only in the legs they're skinny, but in the groin area, trust me.
Well, I don't have a lot of room in my groin area. There's something going on down there. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm saying there's a lot of room in the groin area for the big dick. You know what I mean?
Skinny jeans are tight, dude. They're like tight all the way up.
My
been
boy
looking at me like that?
Hey, the only
Tell him,
I
Casey.
got your back.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you.
The only skinny jeans the only skinny pants I ever wore were my baseball pants. That's it. Everything else, no.
Listen, Z and I are still great white sharks in the world. We're hunters. We
That's
gotta
right.
give them what they want, baby. We gotta
That's
give them
right,
what they
baby.
want.
That's right. Tell them, KC. That was the most informative thing you've ever said on the show.
Every week I'm getting smarter, huh? Every week I'm getting smarter.
And funnier. I like the no taste joke. That was great.
You gotta wear the baggy pants so the fucking thing can swing. Come on.
There you go. Be like this.
No, that's too much friction. That's too much friction down there. I don't want all that, man. I wanted to stay in one spot.
Exactly. I just roll it up. I roll it up and put it in that area that has all the room.
Tighty whities and then some baggy jeans. You know, you're good.
If you guys keep on wearing fucking skinny jeans, you guys are gonna get a vaginal infection.
It's called male camel toe.
You're gonna get a yeast infection. Fuckers, keep on wearing that shit.
That's
You
good
know
stuff.
what? I'd show you all my dick, but I don't want to take my shoe off.
Hey, boo.
Hey, me and Scully.
And blind us,
Right.
son.
Me and Scully, we were walking one day and we were walking across a bridge and we both decided to take a piss. And Scully says, "Man, this water sure is cold." And I was like, "And deep too." Anyway, that's an old Richard Pryor joke. So gotta give him his props. All right. So poor Herman, man, we had him on for all this time, man. He had to suffer. Herman, thank you so much for joining us. Brother, I want to give you an applause for just being here.
Man, glad you recovered and your family too.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank
Shout
you.
out to that.
God bless. Thank you.
He's still recovering too. He's almost there, but not quite. But you're in our thoughts and prayers, man. Hey, anytime you want to come on the show as well, Herman, you can always, if you experience anything new, like, hey, that'll be great to talk to the guys or people need to know this. Hey, any brother of Vato V's is a brother of ours, man. So thank you again.
Thank you
For joining us. And folks, to all of our Mentalians out there, thank you for joining us as well. I'm your host, Delano, from Tech C, from Scully, from KC, Freak Baby Daddy. That's what it says on this thing.
Freaky baby daddy.
Freaky Baby Daddy, Vato V, and our boy Germs.
There you go.
Shout out to Germs.
Shout out to Germs. Thanks again for joining us, folks. And remember, in life, one more thing, like Germ said, please wear your mask, wear your face condoms, folks. Wear your hand sanitizers, gloves, and just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself internally. Take care of yourself mentally.
Hey, before we go, man, I want to throw a little quick shout out. There's a couple of little minions out there that want to that can't watch the show, but they always wanted me to throw a little shout out for them. So little C, little one, and also Gigi. Just want to say hi to you guys and much stuff to you guys, pretty much.
To the shorties.
There you go. The little Mentalians. But they cannot watch the show, so I just want to do a little quick shout out to them.
Vato V is good with kids.
And also to Germs, you already know my boy. You're like my brother, man. I love you.
Love you, man.
Are your family, man? You already know the deal.
Thank
bro.
you.
Thanks for coming on the show, big dog. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Hopefully, bro, prayers that you get better. You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
God willing.
Updated, brother.
God willing. Thank you, guys.
Vato V, thanks for the shout out with the kids. We know you're good with the kids. Vato V likes to touch the kids. He's a kid.
Yes, I do.
Say that
He touches kids in many ways.
many.
Oh, wow.
I will rear your child.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Michael
Vato.
Michael Vato V Jackson in the house, baby.
There you go.
Hey, whoa. We don't talk about the Jacksons.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about the Jacksons. I'm talking about the Jackson. I'm talking about
Okay.
All right, that's our show, folks. Remember, in life, you're good. But with our help, folks, you could be the best.
Why are you doing this?
See you next week, folks. Huh?
Yeah, he has no rhythm, huh?
I slowed it down for you fuckers.
Okay.
I said, in life, you're good, but with our help, you
got a
could
hemorrhoid or something. Like,
you over here
You've never done it that way.
This is what you're saying.
you got
I've been doing it that way for the past 3 months.
And
I've been doing it that way. I've slowed it
got a
down.
fart.
You fuckers are just off. You fuckers are just off rhythm. I've been doing it that way for the past 6 months.
You're from Arkansas. You have no rhythm.
You could be the best.
No.
Remember, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. You gotta. Well, that's how I've been saying on the old show, but with this Zoom, I gotta slow it down for you fuckers.
Hey,
all right, let's try this again. Let's see if y'all fuck up. Remember, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. See, y'all fucked it up. All right. Anyway, see you next week.